So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to Max Makes Maths Easy. Today we are going to do two questions that relate in the subtopic formula, and the topic formula and variations. So today we are going to make n the subject of the formula. I remember we did a question on formula and variations and specifically the subtopic formula. So today we are going to make n the subject of the formula, and here we are going to make m the subject of the formula. So let's dig into our first question that read t is equals to the square root of n plus 3 over n. So the first step here, we are going to square both sides. If we square both sides, on the left side we are going to get t squared is equals to t squared, and on the right side the square root sign will disappear and we will have n plus 3 over n. Then the next step, we are going to cross multiply here. Next step is cross multiply. If we cross multiply here, we're going to get t squared n is equals to n plus 3. Then we are going to shift all the variables that contain n onto one side, and specifically on the left side, because n is the variable that we are making it the subject of the formula. So since we have t squared n on the left side, and on the right side we have n plus 3, we're going to shift this n on the left side to the left side. We'll get a minus n because here it was positive, so if it comes on the left side it will be a negative, is equals to 3. Then after that we factorize n. That will be n into t squared. Remember, if we multiply n multiplied by t squared, we'll get the same thing here, and here we'll get a 1 is equals to 3 is equals to 3. So if you want to make n the subject of the formula, we'll do n is equals to 3, then we divide by t squared minus 1. Remember, in formula and variations, when you are given a lowercase letter, you must retain it as a lowercase letter, not replace it with a uppercase letter. It is punishable. You can be denied marks when you introduce capital letters where there were small letters. So if there are small letters, use small letters. If there are uppercase letters, use the uppercase letters. So let's do our second question. So this is the answer. We have already make n the subject of the formula. If we want to make n the subject of the formula, we must make sure it is on the left side of the equation and it stands alone. It stands alone. So n is the subject of the formula here. So remember, here in the second question it reads y is equals to mx plus c, and we are told to make m the subject of the formula. So when we want to make m the subject, if you can remember well in your linear equations or linear equations, this is the equation of a straight line where m is equals to the gradient, c is equals to the x-intercept of the intercepts, c is equals to intercept where the y-intercept is where the x-axis cuts where the line cuts the x-axis, and the x-intercept is where the line cuts the y-axis. So in here we want to find m as the gradient, and we want to make it the subject of the formula. Remember, in the equation of the straight line, m is the gradient. So we want to find the gradient of the gradient of the straight line. So let us see. Remember, I've said if you want to make anything the subject of the formula, we bring it first to the left side. So we have y minus mx is equals to c. We already brought m to the left side. Then we remain with negative mx is equals to c minus y. We have brought this y on the right side to remain with negative mx. So negative mx, since we have a negative here, we will divide by negative 1. This is a negative 1. I hope you know that. Here we'll divide by negative 1. So if we divide here by negative 1, it will remain mx is equal to minus c plus y. I hope you understand where this comes from. And this, if you want to make m the subject of the formula, we divide all through by x. And this becomes m is equals to minus c plus y over x. And this is the same as writing m is equal to minus c over x plus y over x. And this is the same as writing, m is equals to minus c or y over x plus minus c over x. This is m is equals to y over x minus c over x. And this is the formula to get the gradient of a straight line. I hope you can relate this with your equations of a straight line. And thank you very much for following through this video. And remember to follow this channel. Remember to subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, Max Makes Maths Easy, and follow this TikTok page. Also, Max Makes Maths Easy, and let's give maths the flowers it deserves. Mathematics is easy. It all requires consistency, practice, and all will be well. Thank you very much.